couple of weeks ago, I caught my dog staring at his food bowl like it had personally offended him. He gave a pitiful sniff and bailed like a tiny little drama queen. Honestly, I couldn't blame him. The same old kibble had been his rotation way too long, and if I'm being real, I don't want to eat dry pebbles every day either. That's when I came across Sundays for Dogs. The whole concept just felt different. Simple, thoughtful, a little fancy, but also kind of perfect. So I thought, why not? Let's see if it actually lives up to the hype, or if it's just another pretty box with clever branding. If you haven't seen it before, Sundays for Dogs is a human-grade, air-dried dog food brand that really focuses on simplicity and quality. It's designed for everyday feeding and takes a lot of the hassle out of mealtime. The food comes ready to serve, no prep, no refrigeration, no mess. Just scoop it out of the box and you're good to go. While a lot of dog food brands toss around words like natural or healthy, the labels often tell a different story. Meat, meal, ambiguous flavorings, additives that you need a chemistry degree to understand. Sundays goes the opposite direction. Each recipe starts with 90% real meat, both muscle and organ, and builds from there with ingredients you'd actually find in your own kitchen. USDA beef or chicken, sweet potatoes, blueberries, kale, flaxseed, even a little ginger. It's stuff you can pronounce. And while it's not fully organic, which I'd love to see at this kind of price point, it's still one of the cleanest labels I've come across in a shelf-stable product. That was enough to convince me to give it a shot, so I placed an order to see how the full process played out. It kicked off with a quick quiz on Sunday's site. Some basic questions about my dog's age, breed, activity level, and any dietary quirks. A couple of minutes later, I had a feeding plan built just for him. No guesswork or portion math, just a clear and clean setup that made sense. So I placed the order and the box came quickly with everything neatly packed. It's got a super long shelf life, up to a full year while sealed, even 6 to 8 weeks once opened. I didn't have to rush through it or worry about it going to waste. And if you're scared of buyer's remorse, Sundays has a 14-day money-back guarantee, so you can give it a go without locking yourself into anything long-term. It's the rare kind of experience that actually combines convenience, thoughtfulness, and peace of mind, all the way from the quiz to your dog's bowl. And if you're thinking about trying Sundays for Dogs, I left a link down in the description. Most of the products we talk about will have special deals that you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their website. Now, switching a dog's food can get messy, literally. I was fully prepared for skipped meals or a grumpy stomach during the change, but we followed Sunday's suggested transition plan, gradually mixing in their chicken recipe over a few days, and nothing happened. No stomach issues, no hesitation, no weird behavior. He just ate it like it was no big deal. It honestly went so smoothly, I had to double check that it had actually switched the food. And I'll be honest, I didn't expect texture to matter as much as it did. But this is where Sundays really stands out. It doesn't look like kibble at all. It's crunchy, but not dusty or dry. More like a broken up treat than traditional dog food. And my dog, no hesitation. Just a nice little tail wag and an empty bowl in about 15 seconds. That all said, I knew I'd have to consider price. Sundays isn't the cheapest out there, but then again, it's not really built to be. For our healthy 1-year-old 60-pound golden retriever without a sensitive stomach, the 2-week trial came to $82.54 after a 20% new customer discount. Without the discount, it would be about $103 for the 2-week trial. Not cheap, but not out of line with other high-quality dog food options either. They recommended the chicken recipe, which is made from all-natural lean protein. It's a solid pick, especially for older or less energetic dogs. What you're really paying for is that air-dried process. It locks in nutrients, adds a kill step for safety, and keeps the food shelf-stable without weird preservatives. No filler, no mystery pallets, just a clean food designed to support your dog's long-term health. The pricing is tailored to your dog's size, age, and activity level, so it will vary household to household. Larger or multiple dogs will raise the cost, though the per meal price tends to drop when you buy in bulk. If your dog struggles with mealtime, whether it's sensitivity or pickiness, Sundays makes a real difference. Our boy went from skipping meals to finishing bowls. When I started looking into better food options, it really came down to Sundays and Spot and Tango. Both for sure seem way better than the kibble we were used to, but I wanted to know which one would actually wow my picky eater. Sundays, it felt more polished from the start. The packaging itself is clean, the feeding plan is smart, and the food just looks good. They claim it's cheaper than fresh meal subscriptions. For our dog, that did actually hold true. Then I tried Spot and Tango's Unkibble. It had a nice ingredient list and avoided the usual junk. Their beef and barley recipe smelled halfway decent and included some good staples: carrots, green beans, even rosemary. But it didn't stand out quite as much in practice. My dog ate it, but it felt more like an obligation than excitement. Sundays won his heart and his appetite. It felt like the more thoughtful, wholesome option, and watching him actually run to his bowl at mealtime sealed the deal. Overall, I've been genuinely impressed both Sundays. The food's easy to serve, the quality is there, and most importantly, my dog's actually excited to eat again. That shift alone made it feel worth it. If you want to learn more or try it out, I've left a link in the description below. We can usually get you deals that you wouldn't be able to find on their website directly. If you've already tried Sundays or you're thinking about switching, drop your questions or experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how it went for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.